Going on, guys? Welcome back to episode 61, picking up from the Dragon Temple altar. So now that we have taken out the Godskin duo and turned in all of your bell bearings, right over here in your north end is going to be the door that will let you proceed to the rest of the dungeon. So up to this point, everything else should be knocked out in full if you guys have been following along, and we are good to go. Now, when you go out here, you could drop down for these enemies. I like to go over here to the right and take these stairs down, because if you get sandwiched in between these guys, they're now using a lot of that dragon lightning, and they're buffing their weapons with it, and it will absolutely shred you apart. Very, very cautious of this, so stay aggressive, don't play with it. Now we got them down. We're going to run straight for a dog. There's actually going to be a few dogs in your future, 3. But for the most part, you can actually, get them way before they're going to get you. If you just, like I said, stay aggressive. So jump through your window. There's 2 more right here. Now, they should be able to get a single hit off. Right? They shouldn't be able to get a single hit off. Be careful. Boomerang, bro. So all you can do is get close and wait for them to attack with melee. Should do eventually. Guard counter, put him down. That's the easy way, right? That is the easiest way to deal with him. We'll pick up our old fang. Now from here to progress or just go straight across, however, you're going to want to go around here to the left hand side. This jump does not look friendly. It's really not so bad. It just looks bad. That's going to get you Heroes Room 5 for 35,000. Not bad. We'll probably use that here in a bit. We're going to follow this around. That pillar is just bullshit. Doesn't lead to anything. I think it's literally there just to throw you off. Then we're going to go straight on down. Wait on him. This guy's a little bit beefier. It happens. There's like a like that. But, it goes down just like anyone else. Now from here, if you were to go up, that's going to lead us to a bunch of optional content we want to knock out before we progress. And this would be your main path. However, it actually will do a perfect loop around and put you right back here. That way we can go and grab all the items here, which you might want to use for the upcoming areas. And when we're ready to do our main areas, we know it's all done, right? We don't have to worry about it. We got everything. We can just run straight through. But it's pretty much perfectly set up for you guys just to do a loop around, so I like that. Now this is really easy to miss, so make sure you jump over here to the left-hand side. Dragon Crest Shield Talisman +2. That is going to protect you from a lot of physical damage. It's quite good. And then you're going to get a +3 variant, which is a legendary talisman for your platinum. This will come in the Halic tree, so not just yet. So when you get here, if you were to go straight forward where you see that Crucible Knight, use him as a marker. That's the main path. That brings you to the back third of the castle, right? Castle, dungeon, whatever the fuck you want to call it. So don't go that way. And before we go up, what we're going to be doing is just taking these guys out. But he didn't even have a chance. Now there's no items, it's just really making sure they don't get on us. Then from here, now we're going to take the stairs on up. And it's weird too, because this area and then the area we're just in kind of look identical, right? So it's really easy to throw you off. What is my shield for? I'm just genuinely curious at this point. Yeah, not fall for that one again. No way, Jose. Alright, so we're going to go to the right, smack this shit out of this dog. Mr. Beast Dog. Then if you were to go to the left, this is going to conclude your little loop. So what we're doing, we're just going to run, get to your platform, run all the way through, drop down, and then that puts us back where we were. Alright, then when we drop down here, do want to double check that. Alright, no item here. We drop down here, we're going to go all the way around this side. Now when you get here, you're going to see this guy, it's like sleeping, you're like, oh, I'm going to go take him out. Don't. Instead, hold your shield, wait on him. It's just a very obvious trap. You play this game enough, you got to know where they're going to happen. You'll know the setup, that's for sure. So 2 lightning grease, now we'll work our way back around and head on up. Alright, so we got all that clear. So when we go up, over here on the far right, there's this guy that's going to be spamming bullshit once you get to the area we're about to get to. And there's no other way to really get to him, so let's go for him first. There's no real reason to go over here besides that, but he's going to be throwing boomerangs when we go for, you know, this little section. Now that is going to take us to big, pretty sizable side area, not super big, but pretty sizable side area that will wrap up Alexander and Jarbairn's quest. However, before we go there, that's if you were to came off the stairs and went straight across, that'll lead you there. Before we go there, we're going to go on up here. Now, up here, there's going to be a dog and a beastman, but for whatever reason, they're both much higher level than usual. It's going to take you like fucking 4 hits to take out that one dog. Wow. Jim saying none has had health like that. 2 guard counters and then still have half his health. No, even the beefier guy over there didn't have health like that. 2 guard counters killed him. This guy said half a health bar. So, like I said, just a much higher level for whatever reason. Ooh. Don't do that unless you're comfortable with that. That's just me, you know, 1,000 hours, so don't do it. Alright, now going through here, you're obviously going to need a stone sword key if you guys saw that door. So make sure you have it. If you have followed along, you got everything we have, you have more than enough, right? Yeah, we still have fucking 7. We probably have plenty left over. There's a few more, but we'll probably pick up a few more too. Now going here, we're going to bring this on down. Now this section's, you got 1 ancient dragon, everything else is undead. So what I would do is I would get a basic weapon on something like our flamberge. This will make life much easier for you. We're going to go ahead and put on Sacred Blade. So we haven't done this in a long time. It hasn't been needed, but some of the guys here are just super beefy, so I can get behind it. Sacred Blade, Sacred, here we are. What we're going to do is we're just going to try to stay buffed. So as soon as you go up here, just going out to the left-hand side, because it's like one of those really big guys right here. If you fight him with a regular weapon, you are not putting him down like that. You know, it's just not going to happen. But as you see, it makes all these guys pretty much get one-shotted. Do it, dickhead. I dare you. Thank you. I'm like, why the hell did he get back up? That's because we killed him with holy from our shield and not sacred. Talked about that before. So going straight through will bring you to the main area. However, there's still quite a bit to be done. What we're going to do instead is just go to the left-hand side. There are going to be quite a few guys just kind of hanging from trees and shit. And I don't think we've really seen that as of yet. Maybe. Really? Okay. I guess I should have been watching our health. I did tell you guys, you know, we're at the end of the game. It's going to get tough. Enemies are just doing a lot more damage. That's why I wasn't even looking at our health bar, because I was like, you know, surely these guys aren't going to put us down. But they just do quite a bit of damage. Do it again. You know what, fuck it, let's go and run and take him out. One less asshole to worry about. Where are you? Nope. Like I said, you're gonna see a few guys hanging from the trees. I don't think it happens in the first tree. But the next few, and there'll be a few of them on there, like 3 or 4 guys at a time, so just be cautious. It's my favorite way to deal with them. Ooh. You. You. Okay. That'll do, Donkey. That will do. You have y'all eating up my damn resources. Oh god. Yeah. It's like every time this fucking guy hits you, it's half your health. That's the other thing. Alright. We'll heal again. I was not expecting to go through this much resources. We might have to rest and just run past all this bullshit. Because there's a few things that we have to do over here. You know, we're gonna need help for sure. Like I said, we have to fight a fucking ancient dragon, so keep that in mind. Alrighty. So now that we have all that cleared up, we can go on over here, get your gold seed, rune arc. He'll be back. He'll be back. It's okay. You. What we're gonna do, we're gonna drop on down. And you just work your way over here to the right hand side. Now, when you get to this ledge, there it is. It's gonna be a lower drop off point. Right over here behind this tree. You're gonna have to inch really close, which never feels comfortable. But that's dragon wound grease, which you can obviously use against the ancient dragon or drakes or anyone, for that matter. Now from this point, we're probably good to switch back to our main weapon because that's gonna be doing more damage. There's a few undead guys, but you're not so utterly fucking surrounded anymore. Or I think it's just, it's much more manageable. Now, this is similar to that incantation we got in Mount Top of the Giants. So this one's going to protect you from lightning. Get you fucking killed. Just do that. We're gonna get that. I thought he just did that, so I was like, surely he's not gonna do it again already. Surely I was supposed to win. So this spell, we talked about this before, it works so good for these guys. Once again, this is another reason I recommend it. So there's so many reasons for it. Sword that, because, for a newer player, we recommend builds, right? The sword that gets back health and has some of the high guard, they are in the game. A lot of spells for range and shield that protects you from anything, and then also repels back spells. But then this spell too, it just really helps out for ancient dragons, because we can just get right under them. Kind of nuke. Does a lot of damage. It doesn't look like it does for health bar so massive, but it really does. It does quite well. Damn near impossible to win. You done? Oh, god damn. I fucking hate these motherfuckers. Like, for real. Damn it. Yeah, this is a fucking long fight. Over fucking resources, guys. Every bit of it. But he's dead, so. Told you. Yeah, all of our resources are now gone. Thank you to the pizza. Shit. But we got him first try. I'm not going to complain too much. Yeah, no mana. Fucking no health. That's alright. I think we can push forward. If you're worried about it, guys, I urge you to go rest. Then just run through. Because he's now down. Hopefully you guys got him down too. But you can just rest, run through, and just jump straight across here. They're not going to follow you all the way over here. All the undead guys. They'll follow you for sure. They'll follow you down there. But they're not going to be able to make jumps and not all that shit. Right? So what we're going to do instead is we're just going to push our luck here. Now, going up top is going to wrap up Alexander's questline. You guys know that Alexander's a warrior jar who takes, you know, the guts and blood of warriors that die in battle, kind of pack them into himself to make them stronger. Well, they are a race. Their culture is, they don't care if they live or die. They want honor. They want glory, rather. So if they have to die in battle, that's fine. Now, he's not mad at us. He's not our enemy. He's very much our friend, but he wants to fight us to the death. And this is, you know, he wants us to honor him with this because it's a way to truly test him. He's seen us take down the fire giant, who's damn near a god, and he wants to test how formidable he is against a warrior such as us. So he's not, like I say, he's not our enemy. He just wants to truly test himself and try to find glory. So,
what do you play? You are. Then let us begin.
All over one little piece of dialogue. Now try to run from this. Yeah, that's the one attack Alexander will do. But all in all, guys, this is not a difficult fight. You just kind of beat on him here, especially with our weapon. Now, once you have him almost done, he didn't give you one last line of dialogue. He wants you to take his insides.
As I suspected. My thanks.
He never expected to win this fight, by the way.
Stuff of champions.
So, with that, you're going to get the Shard of Alexander. So I never put on another talisman because this one's really good. This is like one you'll keep on. And like I said, talismans early game, like the first half, are meant to always be swapped out for what you're up against. But when you get to the end game, I like to keep permanent stuff on that just really go with your build, like just tie build together, because that's weight is important. If I'm not using the shield, I don't need it. I can put on something else, but you have one for utility. Spell damage is being boosted, our weapon damage is being boosted, and now our Ashes of War are being boosted by 30%. That's what the Shard of Alexander does. And you'll have everybody and their mom online telling you, oh, you can kill them early and get that talisman. Well, you can kill them early, and you get a similar talisman, but it does not boost Ashes of War damage by 30%. It's going to boost them by 10. So, you know, you want to do this quest line through. Now, me, I'm not big on New Game Plus, just to be completely honest. But you have the DLC, so it does suck that you get this towards the end of the game if you don't like New Game Plus. But, I mean, you still have plenty of time to use it, because you're going to spend, on a blind playthrough, the DLC 40 hours. You know, roughly 40, 50 hours. If you're exploring and doing all that, it's like a whole fucking game over there. And we still have quite a bit left of the game, even though we're at the end. It's going to take some time, guys. You know what I'm saying? So, you're still going to get plenty usage out of that. There's going to be 2 undead guys. Spamming garbage. It's going to be the big ones, too. So try to just take him out quickly as you can. He's going to be on this ledge, obviously. And the other one should be spawning up. Sometimes they'll spawn together at the same fucking time. I don't know why he's being late delivered today. But yeah, usually they'll try to spawn at the same time. It's fucking hell, man. It's pretty bad. You know, it's pretty tough. Get them out. I'm going to go grab a cookbook if I haven't grabbed it yet. No, I have not. So that's going to be right here. Is that the one for the pots or for the, let's see here. Yeah, Ancient Dragon Bolt pot. Very, very powerful. And then from here, if you were to take this down, that just drops you way back at the start. That was that first side of grace. So I guess where we, you know, we started from, that was like the first real sides of grace. So instead of doing that, what we're going to do is jump on back to jarbairn. This way we could wrap this quest. Now this quest can go a few different ways. We said this from episode 1. You can get a platinum in a single playthrough. You cannot do all quests and get all items in a single playthrough. If you did Solvis' quest line, it would have interacted with Ronnie. Could have costed you your ending and your trophy ending and all that shit. So we didn't do it. And you missed the Magic Scorpion Charm, so you're going to get that New Game Plus, right? You don't want to fuck up your endings. And then especially even for mage builds, because I could have said, well, mage builds could have done Solvis' quest, but then y'all would have missed Dark Moon and Ronnie's quest line and all the best shit for your builds as far as magic goes, so this is not good. And then aside from that, like this one, we could have found him a potentate, right? Well, the guy we took down over here for Volcano Manor, he would have been the potentate or his brother. He would have came here instead, since we invaded him, he did not. But he'd protect the village would get attacked, he'd get his whip and his armor. We took him out for the Volcano Manor, we still got the same items, it just happened to play out a different way. Now, I thought that we couldn't do this quest because of that, but I did confer some things with my notes, and I found out we actually can still get the rewards from this. So, give Alexander's insides.
Thank you. I can really.
Now he's going to repeat the cycle by going on a journey and getting stronger and finding the board like his
I'll
uncle.
begin as a warrior. Goodbye, and thanks. I'll never forget.
Alright, so once you have fully exhausted this dialogue, guys, we're just going to rest. Now when you go back, you notice he's now gone, but an item is in his place. So this is going to be a talisman that boosts the damage of throwable items. This is one of those very obscure things I would typically miss, probably. But with taking notes of the walkthrough, we were able to pull this off. Now that's going to wrap up that quest line. So from here, what you're going to do is the best spot still probably the lift, honestly. You're going to put us in the best place. So now we're going to be moving backwards, which it should still, yeah. It's so damn dark and hard to see. So now, when we go down, remember that path with the Crucible Knight and all that shit I was showing you guys? Well, we're going to be heading straight for that. So if we were to go on out towards the stairs right here, there's going to be that drop. You're going to spot them if you want. They're going to hit you a few times for sure. Ooh, yeah. I thought I was going to jump in the crack there. But we already did that loop earlier, getting all the items. So now, all we gotta do is go straight through and get on over to Mr. Crucible Knight. Now this guy, especially because you're just late in the game, same moveset and all that shit, but he's got more health, and this guy's super fucking beefy, dude. Like, his damage is out fucking rageous. And then on top of that, so is his health. So I'm gonna buff up every way possible. I'll be playing him with our, our parry tactic. You guys use whatever for rolling guard counters, which probably can get you caught. Dude. Oh god, no. Yeah, I told you, man. Which I'm pretty damn good at parrying these guys. To miss every single one is very odd. And I will say this whole area feels like it glitches out. Not an excuse. Because even though I land almost every parry in these guys, I'm not going to pretend that, I've never died to a Crucible Knight. But it's not even just the fight. Sometimes during the fight, I'll notice that I get stun locked and he's not even attacking and I can't move. Like, I can't move forward. And it's like that whole little section, because other times I'm going and he's dead and I'm trying to traverse and I'll go for like a jump. And then my character's not jumping or not moving and you fall to your death or you just get stuck. I don't know. It's really weird. It's that whole ledge seems to malfunction a lot. I don't know if it has something to do with like the load times or what's happening, but your character feels paralyzed a lot over here for whatever fucking reason. I feel like it was worth a mention. At least that's what happened to my character taking notes. That time I earned to die. I'm not saying that I should have not died there. My timing was probably a little bit off, but I do want to give a heads up because I have noticed some things, mechanically in this area. As soon as you get past this area, you're good. But yeah, I noticed I've been stun locked and he wasn't even attacking. He's like all the way on the other side and like it wouldn't even let me move forward. Fuck attacking or anything like that. Like I was stuck in place, would not let me move forward. Then he just ran across the arena with his thrust attack and killed him. Like, what the fuck is going on, dude? Alright, let's do this again. Thank you. I know my fucking time for this guy. I know my time for this guy. See? So, maybe I was supposed to die there, but I don't think I was supposed to miss some of those parries. Maybe one or two. really worried about them, stay back. If you're going along with the recommended build, just stay back or take the flame. Again, there's a reason we recommend this build. I mean, it's probably not going to be your most proud moments, and I tell you guys not to spam Ashes of War and try to get better. But at the end of the day, you should play how you feel like it. And if it's coming down to either you progressing and getting through the walkthrough or being stuck on something, use it. You know, Shard of Alexander will help vastly. And that's what I was talking about. Like, I'll try to jump up here, then like the jump mechanic's not working, or I can't move, like I get really stuck. I don't know, maybe it's I was playing online on my internet, I don't know, but it recently happened to me, so I wanted to bring that up. But either way, once you go behind and get the item from him, we're going up, get your Side of Grace. And we'll go ahead and stats up at level 2, keep working that strength up. So we're getting close to the end of the game. I was wanting to hit 60-60. I'm not saying that we're not gonna, but we'll just have to see how it goes here, because we still need 4 levels, so 24 levels. I don't know if we can pull it off, but Consecrated Snowfield, everybody's worth like 2,000 souls, so it's not going to be hard clearing all that. But all we have left is Consecrated Snowfields and the Halic Tree after this. That's it. So, as I said before, if you can hit 50-50, that's good to get through the game. 60-60 is better. Not just for damage, but it gives you access to more stuff, like more spells and stuff. Now, once we move forward here, guys, just to state, these birds are kind of the same as other birds, but for whatever reason, they're so much worse to fucking deal with. They really are. They're quite bad to deal with. They do a lot of damage, and they're very good at managing their distance, so just be cautious. So as soon as we have that top cleared, we're going to jump on down, and there will be a bunch of birds under here, which have not spawned in yet. Just curious. I know they're underneath, but I thought they were up here. Maybe not. Up ahead is the Ancient Dragon. We're not going to get to him for a minute. Oh, there it is. We're not going to get to him just yet, but somehow he's already aggroed us. This always happens, and he's doing like a bunch of AoE lightning. So you got to be really cautious with this, because you're trying to fight birds, trying to dodge to it. Yeah, he's already half our health. Atria leaf, whatever he dropped, let's go heal. Looks like we are clear to this point. Now, as soon as you drop down, you're going to turn around and look to the right. And then you're going to see a ledge you could drop to, another balcony you could drop to. And if you were to take this all the way down, there's going to be a chest. Actually, weird too, because we have not seen a chest that looks like this anywhere else in the game. It's really fancy looking. Look at that. Really beautiful chest. But no other chests look like this. This is going to get your armor set. One of the most rare armor sets in the game, I would assume. It's kind of, you know, pretty well hidden there. But I don't like for how it looks. You guys might. Yeah, this is my opinion. I think it looks like shit. That's my opinion. But I know a lot of people like it. Alright, so go all the way up. We're going to have a pretty damn beefy beast. And the rewards up here are not particularly great. But stuff over and grab it. Like in Great Bolt, then we're going to take this down again, but this time we're just going to roll off halfway. And I'll put you right back where we started. Well, roll off, walk off, get off. That's, you know, that's the important thing. Now, if you guys want, you could put like Opaline Bubble Tear in your flask, because we have to run forward, deal with the Ancient Dragon, spamming spells, and then we also have to deal with a bunch of birds. And then if you go down here to crafting, there's one of these. Yeah, uplifting aromatic. You can craft a few of these. I guess we'll do this just to show it off. I'll craft one. I'm not so worried about it. It's just more of me trying to show you guys all the stuff that's in the game. You can use to your advantage. But what you can do is kind of put like a temporary Opaline Bubble Tear around you. It's only going to let you take one attack, but it does serve a purpose. And you don't even have to have a flask, right? You don't have to stop and rest and get your Opaline Bubble Tear or none of that shit. Now, it's only going to take one attack, but it might help to keep you alive. The thing of it is, we have to take out all these birds. That's why we are having lightning spammed at us. So it's kind of helped there, right? But it's gone now. You know what I mean? Now it's gone. So now the woods yet. There's always one right here in this corner. He might show up in different places, but he's going to be in this corner. Use your shield. Wait on the lightning. Assist. Now this guy's almost dead. If you were to lock onto him, look, he has like no health, but it doesn't mean he's not very, very dangerous. Yeah, there's a few one-shots too, guys. There it is. So that's another ancient dragon stone, which is wild because you fought 2 ancient dragons at full health. You couldn't summon for them, and there was like no rewards. But yet this guy's like 3 hits, he dies, he gives you a final upgrade back. Isn't that wild? Doesn't make any sense. I feel like we got gypped on the other ones, you ask me. And there's the one somber that you're gonna find here. So remember what I said, there's 12 regular dragons to max out basic weapons and 8 in every playthrough. So you're gonna wanna make sure you get all this stuff. Now, to do our next little optional area, we would drop down here. And while we are gonna do that, you are gonna wanna go up top first. Now at this point, we're only missing 1 bell bearing for the rest of our smithing stones. Like, we have all the ones for regulars, so you can buy infinite amount of everyone, besides the wild ones, like I said, they're limited. And then somber, you're only missing the 1 for 9s. It's actually right around the corner, once you get back on the main path. So, by the end of this episode, you'll have all that shit, guys. Pretty cool. Give it a start. I mean, even if you can't plus 10 a bunch of weapons, plus 9's not far behind. Pretty much fully upgraded. Enough to get you through the game. So, regardless, you guys will have a lot more stuff you can play around with, test out different weapons. You didn't get to try out before because resources were very limited. Alright, now once we got that, what we're going to be doing is just try to find somewhere to drop off. If you go to the right, that puts you back before you jumped up for the dragon. So, I like to try to jump to the left. Buddy. That shield. Those guys fucking suck. Alright, so if you go to the far back left side, you'll see this like broken structure. That's what we're looking for. This area can be pretty tough. You're going to have Crucible Knight 1, but you also have a bunch of Banished Knights. So these guys, man, they love their extra board. They'll spam it. So all the wind abilities that lock you down, like fucking one-shot you. Then where they breathe fire at you with the fire incantation. They're doing all that shit, you know, and there are multiple. It's not a big area, and there's only a few technically, but they're all like back to back. You have to fight like 3 or 4, so it can be tough, just to give the heads up. Now if they go for the Astral Boar, that's where you're going to struggle. If they just come with regular attacks, it's a joke. They're not good. Yep. I knew it. It just depends on what they're going with. You know, usually we just guard counter, he's dead, we're happy. But they can, you know, really get into your moveset, and yeah, you're like a helpless little baby at times. Not to mention, they have these long extended combos, and you're fucking there just getting one-shotted, like, so their combos are very extended, and every hit does a fuck ton of damage on top of it. That is the part that kind of sucks, you know what I mean? If you feel like it should be, you know, if it's going to be a long combo, we're going to hit me 20 times, they shouldn't do crazy damage. Or one attack here and there that does a lot of damage. But having both, yeah. It does feel a little unfair, even though it's not at all. We'll probably go down now and make it look easy. Just got to get it lined up. These birds will follow you here, guys, but they're not going to follow you all the way. They don't do so well dropping to lower levels. Alright, let's do it again. You know what? We got stone barbed, so hopefully it'll help us break their stance much easier. Let me get a special attack. Oh, thank you. That's what I'm telling you, dude. That's what they're supposed to do. Special. Fucking spammers. Fucking spammers. That's what they are. Alright. Come here, buddy. Vanish should be coming down the ladder. It's inconsistent. Sometimes I'll come down the ladder. It's supposed to be like guarding a chest up there, but usually I'll start trying to go up. Yep, and that's what's gonna happen. Might be able to get back to that if it lines up for you. There's going to be one more up top. This may be the one that's supposed to be guarding the chest, but at the end of the day, he's like facing all the way the other way. And I think you could try to sneak up. I forget if he gets alerted or not. Because some enemies you try to sneak up, it don't work. Yeah, you might be able to just kick him right off. Nope. Oh, now he goes down. Well, thank you, kind sir. Over here is a really cool dragon tower shield. So it's similar to the manor tower shield you got from Stormvale, but it's got a big dragon on it. Resistances are different. It's gonna have like more resistance to lightning and stuff like that. It's really nice, but believe it or not, like our shield looks so much fucking heavier than it. But it's pretty fucking heavy shield at the end of the day. Like, what is that thing weigh? 18 fucking pounds. Ours isn't even 14. It's like 5 fucking pounds heavier. It's crazy. Now from here, you're going to see a little ledge that goes to the left. That leads to absolutely nothing. If you guys want to check it out, feel free to do so, but there's nothing there. Now the Crucible Knight that I warned you about is up top, but he usually gets attacked by a bunch of guys over here. So what I will typically do is just sit back and fuck them all up together. And the thing is that if you take all those guys out, what's going to happen is he'll come for you because there's no one else to fight. That's just overlooking, there's nothing there. Now this is going to take you back up to the building you originally dropped on that roof of. So if you guys looked up and you saw an item in a window, that's how you get to it. It's a big ass run around, and we will have to run through again. Remember, we didn't kill the birds when we got killed, so when we drop down here, they're all back. So we're going to try to run through them again. Now I will typically try to sneak up. There's a bird here, just slap the shit out of them. Make life a little bit easier on yourself, you know what I mean? Old Drake Talisman. So we're going to drop and do our loop again. This time we'll be taking the main path. Oh shit. Dude, their damage is too much for birds. I'm sorry from stop, but that's a little much. It's a little fucking much, dude. Ridiculous. How the fuck are they doing that much damage, bro? Doesn't even make sense. Alright, Burglar Bloom. Just weird. You find that all over the DLC, but thinking back to the base game, I don't think you find that much. You see lightning strike storms around, you'll get it there, just randomly, but you don't really see it that often, just wherever lightning's around. Alright, so this is going to be going up the main path and take you to the end. 40 minutes in. Looking good, man. Looking good. Don't you even fucking think about it. Nope. Come on, buddy. If you go all the way down this ledge, just one item. Somber 7. But you really need that because you only have 9,000 or 15, whatever. We're not bringing up 15 somber weapons, but we'll get it. It's there. Now, when you go over here, there's actually a pretty secret boss fight. I think 90% of players probably missed in their first run, so people told them about it. I could be wrong. If you weren't like exploring every nook and cranny, you would have missed it. But if you go on over here to these trees right here in the corner, you're gonna notice. Did I not go far enough? I know it's right here, dude. I know for a fact it's right here, I swear. I'm overlooking it. Wrong side. Huh. Okay, that's the boss arena. Yeah, there it is. Is that not the way you go down? I know it is. Yeah, either way, you're going to notice right over here that there's like those little platforms. Well, that leads you on out to that broken structures down there. And then with that, that's going to take you to the boss. Maybe it's on the far end. I know it's right here somewhere. The game glitched out. It should be pretty clear. Maybe that is it. Yeah, there it is. It's just so close to the edge. So, yeah, you pretty much just go straight out the door. Either way, that will lead you on out to Plasudasax, which is actually a Remembrance boss. But like I say, it's very well tucked off. So we're going to do that, but not until we get to the very end, because we're almost there. You know, we just try and get to this bridge. That's your main boss. You have Plasudasax. I guess it should be out this way. I don't really know on the map. And then you have the Tree Sentinel. So 3 bosses, and then we have a little side section over here. But we're going to get to the end first. Now going in here, shit, is really easy to get killed. Because these guys are, you know, they're very well gang up on you. Y'all do a lot of... Really, bro? Where was that? He was dead. Oh, yeah, there's 2 casters. I thought there were 2 swordsmen, 1 caster. There's 2 casters, 1 swordsman. I did warn y'all about how fucking deadly that lightning was. Fucking deadly, man. Fucking deadly. Not a joke. We'll get it. But yeah, that's what I was saying. It's really tough. And what I was trying to say is if you guys want to just rush up for your side of grace, just do it right up top. That way you didn't have to worry about it. But I never even got the chance to get it out of my mouth. Fucker. Dang. Fucking foot. Yeah, some of the most annoying enemies in the game. And that's just because of their distance management. They're so good at it, man. They're so good at swooping in and then getting out. Whoever designed these and FromSoft should be taken out back and shot. Maybe that's a little much. I don't care. They suck that bad. And that's... obviously Miyazaki, he needs to be protected, but, I mean, yeah, dude, what the fuck y'all thinking here? And then they do have your help, a bird. I'm not over it yet, if you guys haven't noticed. Alright, well, let's do it again. We're going to have one more episode here regardless. I'm not going to try to rush very difficult bosses. I want to make sure we do a proper guide strategy for them. But we still have to clear our area here. That's what we're going to be doing next episode, just a wrap up of the area. 3 bosses, then finishing up Bernal's quest. Bernal's quest is important because there's 2 things you get from where he is for your platinum. One's a talisman, one's a legendary. That's done. Buddy, chill out a bit. Since you already got all your items, no need to, you know, worry about going through all that again, as far as like your side paths and all that shit. Alright, so let's do this shit again. We have 2 casters. So the one is over here to the left. For some reason I thought it was just a sword here, but one. Big ol' AoE. I never have this much trouble here. This is wild shit. Thank you. Alright, come here, you piece of trash. Thank you. Thank you. Alright, so Somber 9. Bell bearing for, you know, your infinite Somber 9s. And this, there's no, like, secret to it, like some of the other times, like when we fought Moog in the underground stuff. Nothing to worry about there. Now we can go on up. This is going to take you to a lift, which will bring you to your last side of grace. Now with that, we're going to wrap up, but I wonder if we can pull a level. Oh, yeah. Like I said, you have some pretty difficult stuff coming next episode here, guys. Pretty difficult shit. Why did I just run past the side of grace? Alright, so 200,000. We still have a little bit left to play with. There we go. 3 more levels. We'll be at that 50-50 mark. So where are we at? 151. So 50 faith and 47 strength. Alright, looking good. So pretty much, before we wrap up, just to state, if you were to go up here, take the stairs all the way up, straight ahead is a draconic tree setting on, but this guy is much higher level than one at the Capitol, believe it or not. He's guarding the boss room. Then in that chapel, cathedral, whatever you want to call it, that's where your main boss is. And then we have Bernal over that way to wrap up his quest, and then obviously Pseudosax underneath you. So this is all going to be going in next episode and just try to fit it all in. I was going to do it this episode, and I probably could in 15 minutes, I probably could. But I don't think we'll be able to do it in enough detail to help people get past these things, as there's not an easy fight ahead. You know, all 3 of them are hard for different reasons. They're all very difficult. So we're going to make sure we give enough attention to detail to get everyone through it. But either way, with that, we are going to go ahead and wrap it on up. So y'all stay tuned. Please subscribe for more walkthrough, and we will catch you back here shortly.